Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Mike. You are watching The Horror Toy Box. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, got another haul video for you guys. This is going to be quite a big one. I'm going to try and get through things as quick as I can with while not missing any details. Got a lot of collection Blu-ray sets and also quite a few figures here. Going to crack right into this. First off, there is Critters Attack. This is the newest Critters movie. I haven't sat down to watch it yet. I'm not sure how much I'm going to like this. I do love Critters, but from what I've seen of it, it seems to be a little bit different, to say the least, from the old classic Critters. Nonetheless, I had to have it to complete the collection, and I'm looking forward to watching it. Critters Attack. Next up, the Critters collection, Blu-ray collection. I previously had the DVD version of this, and I'm glad I finally went ahead and cracked and got this Blu-ray set. It's definitely a classic franchise. I love it. That's why I bought the Critters Attack. I kind of enjoyed that little series they had on Shudder as well. But yeah, this is a great little set. It's not expensive, so if you like Critters, highly recommend grabbing that. Next up, this is a movie that I loved when I was a kid, or a franchise I should say. This is a limited edition Steelbook. I picked this up for like $10 at FYE. This is the last one there. This is all seven Leprechaun movies. I know there's an 8th one out there. I haven't seen that. I don't think I want to. After this Leprechaun Origins one on here was just absolutely horrible. But the rest of these are tolerable. I really love the first 3. Classic movie, man. He's a comical guy. Comical Leprechaun. The first 3 I highly recommend checking out. Anything after that, I mean, it's just not so great. I mean, they're tolerable, but Origins, definitely don't recommend that. Anyhow, Leprechaun Steelbook Collection. Next up, this is another one I had the DVD version of. This is the Puppet Masters Blu-ray Collection. I went ahead and got the Blu-ray version because the DVD one was so compact. They had so many movies on 2 discs. It was really poor quality, and I just prefer to have the Blu-ray versions of everything. And my sister, she collects DVDs, so I've just been giving her the ones I swap out. This is a Puppet Master collection. Full Moon's not my favorite, but this is a classic franchise. I loved it when I was a kid, so essential to my collection. Next up, this is a rarer Phantasm Collection box set. I haven't ran through all these yet, but from what I hear, Avenger is horrible. Phantasm 2, I didn't really like it like that, and that's as far as I made it. I absolutely love the first one, which is the reason why I bought this. But yeah, classic, the first one. This is from Well Go USA, this box set here. Very cool. Love to have it, even though I might not be the biggest fan. It's still something I really like to have in my Blu-ray collection. Phantasm box set by Well Go USA. Next up, Scream. The first 3 of them. I honestly never seen the 4th one, and I hear that I probably shouldn't, so this is a great set for me to have. Scream's really became a classic, and I remember the first one. Remember seeing it, remember being excited about it when it first came out. So it was nice to add this to the collection. It was cheaper. 3 movie collection, Blu-ray. Can't go wrong. Next up, the House collection. This is the 4 House movies. I only watched 1 and 2. I actually didn't even open this because they're on YouTube, and no point in opening it yet. So I really love the first one. It's a classic. The second one I wasn't too crazy about, and I'll let you know what I think about the other ones when I get to them. But the collection, highly recommend the first one. Very good classic 80s. Next up, Toxic Avenger collection. This one is such an outlandish, trashy movie, but this is just something I really love. I haven't seen any of them except for the first one. I know this set typically goes for a lot, and it popped up on eBay for the retail price, so I just jumped on it and got it. And I'm looking forward to checking out the other ones and seeing what they have to offer. This is the Toxic Avenger Blu-ray collection. Very cool set. Definitely recommend checking out that first one. And last in the Blu-rays is this beautiful Dawn of the Dead set. I got this for a good price. It's a movie that I really needed to add to the collection, and I know even the single Blu-rays were going for $70 to $90 just for like a basic single Blu-ray. And this set here is really nice. Tons of extra special features and just everything you could ask for out of Dawn of the Dead, which is my favorite zombie movie of all time. Following right behind that is Return of the Living Dead, the first one. I love the second one too, but yeah, this is Dawn of the Dead's recent released box set. Very cool. There is a 4K version coming out with just the one movie, the 4K discs, not the actual box set. Keep an eye out for that. You know, if this whole thing ain't your style, then grab that single, because this is a classic movie and these are sure to go up in value. That's it for the Blu-rays. A lot of collections there, a lot of ones I'm really glad to have out of the way and add to the collection. They're beautiful. I really love these movies, and I know you do too if you're here. Gonna get into these figures next. First up is Jason Goes to Hell, signed by Kane Hodder. This is a Mezco Cinema Fear release. This is one of my favorite figure lines of all time. I just fell in love with it from day one. It's just a figurine line that always stuck with me. Mezco Cinema Fear, signed by Kane Hodder. I've met Kane Hodder before, so it's cool to have his signature back in the collection. This is, in my opinion, the worst Jason movie, the worst Friday the 13th movie out there, but it's a really great piece, and it's the only Jason Goes to Hell smaller figure that ever came out. So definitely well done, cool accessories, overall great presentation from Mezco. Glad to have it back in the collection. Next up, another Mezco Cinema of Fear. This is the PX exclusive, previous exclusive, Friday the 13th remake Jason. This is the one with the sack on his head. Very cool. I really like to have it because it's an exclusive. I do have the other one as well with the actual hockey mask. But yeah, I love this one. It's a good one. That remake's actually pretty good. I appreciate it. Can't wait to see some further Friday the 13th films one day. Next up, this is a classic piece that I absolutely love, and I was lucky enough to find it in really good shape. This is the Thing Norris creature from Mcfarlane Toys. Very cool. That's one of my favorite scenes, one of my favorite practical effects that I've ever seen. I just really love that scene. The Norris creature, there's something about it. It's really well done. It's cool. It's got the little spider head in there as well. Classic Mcfarlane movie maniacs. I really hope to see them come back around one of these days. They were not afraid to tackle things like this, you know, outside the box. Very cool creature, super cool piece. Highly recommend it. Next up, I have another The Thing from Mcfarlane Toys. This is the Blair Monster. Very well done, very cool. It's a great piece, man. They really executed these well, especially for the time that these came out. These are not your basic figure, and they're really nicely done. Hope to see Mcfarlane movie maniacs come back out and do some things like this again. But yeah, this is the Blair Monster from The Thing, Mcfarlane Toys. Very cool. Not as desirable as the Nars creature with the spider head, but it is an awesome piece nonetheless. Next up, more Mcfarlane. This is the Army of Darkness. Pit Witch versus Ash. This is a Music Land exclusive. This one is one of the few Mcfarlanes I'll buy. These four here that you're gonna see, the two things and the two Army of Darkness are, you know, I'm really not into Mcfarlane that much to buy a lot of their stuff, but these four are my favorite ones. The Pit Witch, that thing looks great. It's really cool. It's different. I'm glad to have this. It's in great shape. It's almost as if it was just pulled off the shelf. Music Land exclusive, Pit Witch versus Ash. Very cool. Next up, I think this is Spawn.com exclusive. This is another Mcfarlane. Very cool. This is the Ash vs. Evil Ash exclusive 2-pack in extremely good shape. Again, it looks like it was just pulled off the shelf. It's a classic Mcfarlane piece. I really enjoy having it. Army of Darkness is an awesome movie. I love having the Evil Ash in there as well as Ash, and the little tiny Ash in there too with his little pitchfork. It's really just a classic set. Absolutely awesome. Highly recommend these Mcfarlane movie maniacs. They're classic pieces. Next up, this is a golden piece. I absolutely love this. Jason Part 6, Jason Lives. Retro cloth from Neca. This one has gained an extreme amount of value, but it's very well done. Jason Part 6, Jason Lives is my favorite Jason movie. Following right behind that is Part 4. Very cool, very well done. Awesome piece, nostalgic, and just awesome by NECA. I love this. Next up, we got the 2014 Comic-Con exclusive Super Freddy. This one is one I always liked. I still haven't gotten one to open up yet, which I don't know why. It's one that I always wanted to open, but I just would rather have two than just one to open. I don't know what it is about me, but I always tend to sell my open figures. But yeah, Super Freddy, Comic-Con exclusive, classic piece. This one's becoming rarer and rarer, and there's definitely some knockoffs out there coming from China. So if you do buy this one, I wouldn't buy it from China, and I'd probably try to look for that sticker on it, because on the knockoff ones I never see that. And other than that, I'm not really too sure what the differences are, but I'd look for that sticker. I got this locally, I picked it up, so very cool. Super Freddy from NECA. Next up, we have the other This is just the comic book Freddy, actually, from that comic book kill scene. This ain't the Super Freddy, but it's very cool. It's another Comic-Con exclusive. I can't remember the exact year, but it's a classic one. Very cool. I love the exclusives and the more limited stuff. So this is for me. I actually don't like this movie at all. This is part 5, but these figures are cool. Definitely cool. I like the little cutout comic guy in the back and the skateboard and the overall presentation. This is very nice. I miss the old clamshell Neca stuff. Next up, we have the Shout Factory exclusive Harry Warden. This is a piece you're seeing all over right now, but it's a very cool one. I really like this movie. I just got noticed today that the one with the Blu-ray and the lithograph shipped today, so keeping an eye out for those. They'll probably be in a future haul, but for now, Harry Warden, Neca, Shout Factory exclusive cloth figure. Very cool. Highly recommend you get this now before it's $200 and up. My Bloody Valentine, super cool. And last but not least is the only distinctive dummy in this haul video. This is Big Ben from House. Now again, you've seen that I just grabbed that House box set collection, so having this with that is very cool, especially around the same time. This figure is really well done. It's very detailed. The whole body has some sculpting on it. It's definitely different for distinctive dummies, but I think it was overall well executed. I really enjoy having it. It was great side by side with this. Love having it. Big Ben. This is number 33 of 60, and it's part of the 80s horror classics line. You have Big Ben, Cropsy, Horace Pinker, and Harry Warden. The only one I need is Horace Pinker from the Shocker. If you see that, let me know. The last one I had, I ended up selling it for like cheap, $75 or something like that, and I definitely want it back. House, Big Ben, distinctive dummies. And that's it for this haul, guys. I really appreciate you sticking around. Appreciate you watching this. Stay tuned for future videos. Got some upcoming things in the works, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget, check me out on Instagram at The Hard Toy Box. Also, don't forget to check out the Funhouse Emporium. I'll leave the links in the description below. We are still running slow. One of these days we're going to get back going full force. Just stay tuned. Follow us on social media, and you'll know when we pick back up. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!